Hello guys, and welcome to episode 2 of my Tiraspol campaign in Steel Division 2, playing on the Axis side. Today we are going to be continuing our defences against the Soviet onslaught. They are pushing in hard on our front line. We've already won 2 successful breakthrough battles, and now we're going to do hopefully the same again. We've got the 1,200th and 90th Rifle Regiment and the 1,292nd Rifle Regiment coming our way, and the 1st Battalion of 466th is going to take the brunt of that. They are part of the 257th Infantry Division. I'm probably going to back them up with the 1st Battalion of the 457th Infantry Regiment, and that will leave these two to deal with any attacks in between, if there are any. And we can also bring in the 4th Battalion of the 257th Artillery Regiment to back us up. They'll likely bring in these and maybe one of these artillery units, I reckon. It's tactical battle, and we'll jump on in. Oh, looks like it's actually going to be aircraft. Okay, interesting. So, what aircraft are they going to bring? It's going to be the Naval Bomber Regiment and the Naval Assault Regiment. I have no idea what that consists of, but it's probably not great. So, this is going to be really tough. We have absolutely no anti-air. I can't really use my artillery very well, because it'll probably just get bombed. If I have it all the way back here, they'll fly all the way across the map and just bomb us. And also the other thing is, unfortunately, we're not playing the Romanian divisions, because a lot of the Romanians do come with the Hotchkiss trucks, which can be pretty useful for stopping airplanes strafing you and so on. But we do have defences, so there is that. It's going to be tough, regardless. I feel like what we got to do is kind of just deal with the onslaught from the 1,292nd Rifle Regiment and just kill as many as we can, and eventually they'll just run out of infantry because they won't have the reliance of 2 or even 3 Rifle Regiments that we've been bumping into before. Although I don't think we've bumped into 3 Rifle Regiments yet. It's always been 2 Rifle Regiments and an artillery unit. So this kind of caught me off guard with them bringing in some aircraft, but yeah, we should be okay. Should be okay. It's interesting that we're playing on this map. I haven't really seen this map in a campaign so far, especially this orientation. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. A lot of the reinforcements points kind of lead into this area, so it's like there's quite a nice choke we can work on, and then we'll just kind of have to defend this right side. But give me guys a second, and I'll be right back with my defences down. Okay, so I've got my defences down. I am a little bit worried about this one. I feel like we are going to take a lot of losses, especially if they're like fighter bombers we've got to deal with. But basically, I've built up sort of concentrations of grenadiers with leaders, which should hopefully be able to provide the veterancy to do a lot of damage at range. Before they get too close. I've also got positions like this where my grenadiers are going to cover the light cover from the heavy cover, and will take advantage of that engagement at closer ranges with, again, high veterancy, using the Grenadier with the commandants to get a lot of damage down. I've got a load of grenadiers here. They're going to run into all these buildings and hold up there. And yeah, hopefully my bunkers can just get quite a bit of damage done early on, then kind of tank the shots from the bombers, and hopefully it'll be over before they hit critical mass. I've also got a couple of these like Aufklärer up on the hill. They're in their own little trenches up here. So they will spot stuff for us. There is an A-20 Boston already flying about. Nothing we can do about it. Hopefully my bunkers can just get some good shots in. But I gotta hope. We gotta just kill as many transports as we can. I don't really have any veterancy on these bunkers this time around, which will make them a lot less accurate. But I felt like having the veterancy on the infantry was more important because the bunkers are going to constantly be pinned down anyway. So we see the first unit coming out here. It is an IL-2. This does have like cluster HE. It's actually not going to do too much damage. We'll pin down the bunker, but probably not damage it too much. Getting some good shots onto these transports here. Hopefully that was like carrying an OB or something. That would have been nice. I don't really have anything to deal with these transports except from this Pack 37. If they come into the range of that, maybe we can take those out. We will see. Here comes another IL-2. I'm really curious like how much damage it's actually doing. The payload on these has been buffed since the game came out. They used to be terrible. They're not as bad now. They're still pretty bad though. Now we're starting to get shots onto the transports. That's good. We took out one. The other ones might unload though because they're kind of behind cover. Or maybe not. Or the snipers can back off. Let's move these back so they don't engage at like max range. Okay, and we'll move my grenadiers up here. We don't want to like take the sniper shots to the face, of course. Well, these are already being mortared. Okay. I didn't expect them to mortar my infantry. I really did expect them to go for the bunkers first. It might be because they haven't really seen the bunkers yet. Yeah, there you can see that only did like one. Only killed one of my units. Braki in the open getting cut down. That's what we like to see. Good stuff. Look out that little contingent of infantry. They are starting to build up quite a bit in the middle. Let's bring in the MG42s. I'm probably going to bring up one here. I don't really have too many of them. I might bring a couple to the left side. Just move these back into cover for the time being. And if anything gets close, we can start to push out again. Quite a lot of mortars. We could use our own mortars. That might not be a bad idea. Actually, using these LEFH 105s could be a good shout. Because I don't really care if I lose these. I could also use the ones in this division, for example. Oh, they don't actually have any. I was going to say as direct fire, but not going to be the case. I'll bring in a few mortars here. A few mortars here. Maybe I can use them to counter battery or just pin down some infantry squads, make it easier for us to kill them off. So far the bombing strikes have been relatively inconsequential, which is good. Mortar fire coming down toward my leader's not fun though. AI does love to know where everything is all the time. Like as soon as it sees a unit, it's like it almost knows exactly where it is for the rest of the game. Like this Boston flying around spotting everything is really annoying. I guess as long as they're concentrated on these bunkers, we're actually in a pretty good spot. That's why I placed like the 37mm bunkers like this far forwards, so they were targeted first and sponged a lot of these shots whilst my MG's a little further back got the shots in there. Alright, so let's try and counter battery some of these mortars, because otherwise they are going to get pretty obnoxious. I could, if these don't get attacked or targeted by enemy aircraft, then we can probably think about bringing in the 150s. Yeah, see this MG42 bunker up here. Getting loads of damage in. I could actually move these up. Yeah, we'll do that. If I can hold at 20, then we're actually in a much better position. But let's actually move these up. You see the tickets drop way quicker. I could, for example, move up here as well, onto this flag. The 21's not going to make a difference, but it means that we have more leeway. If we lose one, then we continue to hold the other. Let's mortar some of these snipers. And then we're going to move these onto the hill. And I'm going to bring up some supply for them. Still trying to bomb those. Hopefully we can kill some of these snipers. There we go, lovely. Let's get the MG42s forwards, because the MG42s can outrange the snipers. So you get quite a lot of damage done there. This is kind of interesting how they keep targeting these ones. They will do damage over time, as you can see. It might be better, though, for me to just get into the trees here with the Grenfuhrer. This MG42 is almost out of ammo. Let's try and reload that with the Opal Blitz I have out. And we'll use these to hit the snipers quick. And then we'll have them move up on the hill. So this is what I was hoping would happen. Is we could smash them from heavy cover while they're in light cover. I'm going to bring over this one as well. But I feel like we are going to run out of ammo here. Ooh, that might do quite a bit of damage. We'll move this back into a different location just so it doesn't keep taking those strikes. And it seems like I might be okay to bring in my artillery, so let's do it. Won't do it too close together, just spaced out enough. I'm doing them like across the road here so that they are easier to deploy and quicker to deploy. So what's going to happen eventually is I think we will, well, they'll build up like a lot of troops and they'll just start pushing like this. They just run the Avtos towards us and start surrendering things, and obviously we don't want that to happen, so. Target as is 3. Take that out, please. Generally, you don't want to unload artillery on roads, but it doesn't matter so much if it's not a reinforcing road. In this one, kind of is, because if anything comes in on this side, it's probably going to go down this road, but it's okay. Right, let's get some mortar rounds onto those Avtos. That's going to have to fall back. I might actually target my Opal Blitz here. That's going for the bunker. Thankfully. I'm going to have to bring in some more units up this hill. We had to bring in some grenadiers. I didn't really expect them to get this close, but there we go. I'm going to move this over ballistic cross. We'll get that grenadier reloaded. We're going to have to keep going with the mortar fire here. These are actually getting low on ammo. That one's pinned down. 42 died. That was on the left-hand side here. Alright, time to move forwards all the grenadiers at once. Get some good fire going down. That's a lot of avtos and stuff heading towards our position. Okay, and we'll go ahead and get our artillery unloaded. Start blasting away with this as well. Okay, that'll do. Right, we're going to want to get my grenadiers to help out here. Nice, this actually worked quite well. We annihilated them, wow. Right, there are other bombers coming in now, the IL-2 M3s with the... Oh, these also have cluster HE. Okay, never mind. They just have a different bomb symbol. Oh, I lost the Grunführer. That's not good. The rubber blitz needs to move back. Let's get these unloaded. I'm going to move them in behind the bunkers here. We'll move some in over there as well. Ooh, there goes that Grunführer. I will surrender those. There we go. Grenadier's kind of on his own. Let's move up some reinforcements. Put these onto a group. Those onto a separate group. I might just have these go on to counter battery order actually. And then I'll just make sure that I'm using these to pin things down in the open. They are definitely running out of forces though. Yeah, this will be over pretty soon, I think. Oh, that almost killed the MG. I'm going to make sure those fall back. I might actually bring these all over here, like to the corner. Because this area is being hit pretty hard. Unless we just want to maybe push forwards. And actually engage them. These are actually out of rifle ammo as well, I didn't even realize. That's crazy. So much artillery coming down. Yeah, so those bombers, that's what I was worried about. The ones that can actually do damage. Yep. Right, so we're getting a lot of surrenders in there. Brilliant. I want a grenadier just running through there. It's done so much work. Look at that. It's surrendered so many. They are probably going to recover now, so I've got to be a little bit careful. Oh, the 81mm mortars are being counter-batteried. They are pretty obvious up on that hill, so... Also, of course, the A-20 is still flying about. Let's move these back. I need to kind of take back this flag, I think. Let's move these out, see if we can get some machine guns on target. Could also be worth having the Opal Blitz go and resupply that MG again. Do I have any more MGs? I do have the IG. We could bring in the IG-33. I should have probably already had that on the field, but I was worried that it was going to get bombed. Probably will now I bring it in. You can see how our front line is kind of disintegrated a little bit since they started using proper bombers. Just got to keep it ticking. Oh, we lost a unit there to surrender. Not ideal. Ooh, some avtos there. Ouch. Good. I'm just gonna move these up to help defend that. That flag is our lifeline at the moment. Oh, these are all out of ammunition. Do I want to resupply them? Probably not. Oh, they're using the IL-2 cluster bombers as well. I don't think the cluster bombers will drop their bombs though. Are they going for my artillery? Oh, they are as well. Oh, that's so rude. Yep, this is what I was worried about. They're going to bomb my artillery. Oh, you're kidding. Oh, they're strafing it as well. Oh no. Oh, it's bad. There's so many planes. Move into cover, boys. Into deep cover. Run. The IL-2 KRs. The AI figured out how to use their airplanes. Airplanes, no. Stop cluster bombing my artillery. Oh gosh. Alright, 40 seconds left. Like, honestly, not being able to do anything about their aircraft is so rough. Let's kill some of these mortars. We'll kill the remainder of these units. All of their infantry is pretty much dead. Oh, they're even bringing out Bostons now as well. Oh no! Hold on, lads. You might have saved by the bell there. Major victory. 20 minutes, 42 seconds. I'll take it. 28 kills for them, 137 losses. We killed a lot of stuff. Yeah, most of our losses to the airplanes, of course. The bunkers, they did alright. Mostly they just absorbed the airstrikes for like the first half of that game. As soon as it got to the late and they started to run out of infantry, you could see they just brought in like all of those aircraft. That was getting pretty scary. But thankfully we persevered, and that means that, well, they've used up their bombers and we still have our aircraft available. So there we go. In the end, we barely lost anything, actually. There is lots of Straki DP, Straki, the OB is going down. Yeah, not bad. Seems like you still don't lose infantry that's deployed at the start. We're being attacked in the same place again. Ooh. Interesting. Well, I guess it's probably time for me to bring out some aircraft. I could probably bring in these guys to back us up. They do have some flax as well. So we'll have them in B. Like, our phase A is going to be pretty scary, but I can't even bring in any aircraft actually because of the AA net. That's probably why they brought in their aircraft. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's rough. See, if they make this attack, and then they bring in 2 units of artillery behind them, this is going to be so tough, because I'm going to have like 20 points worth of units versus like 60. So I'm almost forced to bring in these, but then if I do, and these attack, then these won't have defenses, and that's even worse. Damn. Yeah, he's caught me out here with a second attack. Bringing in like an extra unit in C may be a good idea. Just in case. Alright, it's tactical battle. Ooh. It's gonna be 2 sets of aircraft again. Oh boy. This is gonna get spicy. It might, if I'm lucky, just be some sort of like fighter regiment, which isn't too bad. Oh, it's 2 more naval bomber regiments. What? How do they have so many? We might actually lose this. That would be devastating. I did not expect it to be like 2 more aircraft units. I expected them to bring in both the artillery units. Alright. Well, okay, so what we're going to have to do is just hold until phase B. And then I'm probably going to set up some sort of like AA bubble on one side. Not both. Because I'll only have enough in phase B. But like 1 set of flak 28s and the flak 38s. Well, yeah, flak 38s, yeah. I think we have 4 on the trucks and 2 that aren't on trucks. And they won't be effective individually, so I'm going to have to use them all in the same place, especially if I want to actually start shooting stuff down. Alright, well, give me a second, guys. I'll be back with the defenses down. My defenses are all set up. So, the benefit we have this time around is that I know how the map's going to play out with their infantry. We know how they're going to push. So I've put an extra AT gun over on this left-hand side this time around. You got all of the grenadiers bunch up again in these trees, because they weren't really affected too much by the bombers earlier on. It does really depend what bombers we come up against though, because if it's anything more scary than the cluster AP or cluster HE, sorry, that we came up previously against, then we're kind of screwed. Like if it's Boston's from the start, then we're not going to last long. We're really not. But we will try our best to hold on. I'll bring in some MG42s later down the line, as well as the IGs and stuff. But for now, we've just got clumps of the grenadiers in places that worked out last time. So here, here, just making sure we get the bonus of being in heavy cover whilst the enemy is not. And then I've also kind of adjusted the bunkers in the middle a bit, kept the 37s at the front to absorb bombing strikes, and then I've got the MG42s kind of spaced out around that so that we keep killing infantry across the open. I don't want them to get across here again like they did last time, so I've even put some barbed wire there as well. So let's go ahead and launch and see what happens. If they don't have like a recon aircraft... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, if they didn't have a recon aircraft like before, then maybe we'd be fine. It looks like it's actually going to be a bunch of PE bombers, which is going to be bad. It's going to be really bad. That's just as bad as Boston's. And that 75mm not hitting the mark early on is not great. I don't have any commander for the right hand side because I only had one and I put him on the left. So let's just go ahead and move these guys up. The bombers are already coming in. This is really bad. Ooh. He just about survived, so that's something. We want it to get to phase B, because then I can start getting some AA in here, which will really, really help us out. Hopefully this 37 can just pop all of those, although the PE2's already had enough of that. I'll get that shot off. Nice. Okay. Hopefully it will recover by the time more trucks come. So far, not too bad. But yeah, it's only going to get worse. We've got 8 minutes until phase B. This is going to be definitely a tight one. It might be a game where I have to like play to the attrition of the enemy's infantry division and then just like push back really, really hard with my reinforcements. So in C, we just go like all out with the infantry, just charge it down the roads, get as many flags back as possible, as quickly as possible, because as the game goes on, you get into phase C, what happens is they don't need as many flags to win at that point. And it can get pretty bad. Oh, here comes another bomber. I might actually kill the bunker. This is the bad thing about these bombers compared to the cluster bombers we were dealing with before. Really doesn't take long to take out the bunkers. So, yeah, we gotta hope that we can do enough. Let's bring in some MGs for the left-hand side to deal with the snipers and stuff that are coming across. I'm gonna bring in more grenadiers. We'll just pile up that left-hand side, because the right-hand side seems okay, honestly. Also, it could be worth like running these guys backwards and forwards until we actually need them to stop and engage something. Because that way the bombers are a lot less likely to actually kill them. Seems like the bunkers up front, like these 37s, are absorbing a lot of fire though, which is good. I might start bringing in maybe an artillery piece or two. That way I can deal with things like this, where they blob up. I'm hoping my Gunfuhrer, or sorry, my MG42 can pin down that OB and kill it. OBs are actually a lot less deadly now, because they only have 1,500 meter range. So they have to get a lot closer to do damage, and it looks like the AI ends up putting them in relatively precarious positions. I do have a couple of Yeah, we'll have these MGs unload into these buildings, and I have a trench in front of the Commandant that we can use for some grenadiers. So we can deal with things like those Thraki that are pushing through. But I'm probably just going to put the grenadiers over here for now, and we can shoot those. They do have to go through the barbed wire, so it's going to take them a little while. Let's unload these, and we're going to make sure these move as these run in. That's going to get surrendered, unfortunately. Ooh, Grenadier went down. Looks like they still managed to land the bombing strike. I think keeping them moving is probably a bad idea, actually, now I think about it, because they don't get entrenchment. Let's unload this. Start arting there. 5 minutes until Phase B. If we can get into Phase B and Phase C, I think we'll be okay, honestly. Phase B will get the AA up. I'm probably going to mass AA, I think on the left side, because that's where my Commandant already is. So I can get the leader in there and we can do a lot of damage. I did kind of prepare for this left side to break with this trench in front of the houses there. Ooh, this isn't fun. Okay, we can probably try and collapse on this, maybe? From both sides. I think there's a bunch of, like, autos. Looks like maybe they, like, hit some friendly fire or something. That works out for us, at least. Okay. Anything else I want to be bringing in? Don't really need much more on the right, but I'm going to bring in some more anyway. I'm going to bring in some so I can push up to this flag, because if we can start going for the 20 points, or the 20 flags again, we can start to get rid of more of their tickets sooner. 3 minutes till Phase B though. I'm going to definitely reinforce the left. And I'm actually going to bring in some stuff for this hill. Yeah, we're going to put some stuff up on this hill where the Pack 75 is. Oh, we've got the big IL-4 rockets. Oof. Okay, I put some trenches around the base of this hill that we could hold against infantry pushing up. The MG42 should be able to hold it. Thankfully, they are not being targeted yet, but as soon as these 37s start going down, then we'll be in trouble. So we'll have all of these unload into light cover and go and join those on the push. I'm going to keep these on the backside. I'm also going to... Maybe I'll move these over for now. Keep the Grenadier on that side back. I'll bring in some Pioneers there. And I'm tempted to bring in the IG-33 on this side. Actually, the IG-33 would probably be better over here. Yeah, we'll do it here. I'll bring in some IG-18s here. Ooh, those Grenadiers got bombed. Ouch. Okay. So 12 minutes left. But 2 minutes till Phase B. We'll start to get more units in. I was a little worried that we'd take more damage than we have. Do need to keep an eye on my Commandant here. I can't move him too far away because these units are kind of reliant on them. Looks like one of my Grenadiers actually got bombed. Oh no, is another one going to get bombed? Ooh, we just about moved him in time. Kind of unintentionally, but I'll take it. I cannot wait to get some AA up, because it will be glorious. Can start really taking out. I'm going to put defensive fire on here. We'll just let that LEFH use its ammo. Oh no. Alright, we lost one unit. I made sure I basically didn't move them on purpose there because it was a little bit too late. If I'd started to move them at that point, we probably would have lost both squads. I wasn't quite sure where the bombs were going to land, so better safe than sorry. I'm going to get an outflow in here somewhere. I'm trying to work out where to put it. I might put it there. Give myself some recon. We do have some infantry coming through here. Ooh, that's going for my LEFH. Get out of there, LEFH. Run. Very slowly run. If it's not direct fire, yeah, if it's not directly on, it's not going to get the kill, so that's good. This is a rocket plane. Ooh, OB, kill it. Nice. There's a little bit of a push coming through there, but we're into phase B. Let's bring in the more grenadiers. We're going to bring in all of my AA. Okay, I think we'll do AA left side. I'm going to have to be really careful with with their artillery. We're going to have to make sure that we kind of make sure that we don't get our AA artied, because that would be pretty dire. We're going to bring in my own arty just to start counter battery a bit more. We're going to want to bring in probably more infantry to help deal with these avtos here. Oh, they're going to kill that MG bunker. That's really not good. Alright, we'll bring in a couple new MGs then. We need to take care of that sniper. I'm going to tuck the Aufkladder in there for now. Alright, let's move these pioneers over here. Gee, let's go up here first. Clear out whatever's in there. We need to get rid of these. Not sure how I'm going to do that. But I am going to bring in a bunch of these Ersatz MGs. They will come in on foot, so they're going to take a little while to get here. But best we start now. Gonna get a gunfighter. Oh, that's coming in on foot as well. We'll do a battlefighter. Oh, it's not good. Right, let's move over here again. I need these to be on attack move. With any luck, we'll start shooting things down. These aren't very good AA though. As you can see. Once we get some veterancy on them, then they'll be okay. But still not fantastic. And I'm going to have to reinforce this, so let's go ahead and bring in some Stabswache. These have 2 MG34s each, so that's pretty handy. Oh, they are just annihilating that stuff. Really not good. Okay, I have no idea where those avtos went. But definitely something in here. Go clean those out. I do have a commandant I can bring over here actually. We should do that. Okay, good. They are running out of stuff, I think. Most of it's in the middle. We got 3-star flak 20s. Alright. I dare you to bomb me. Nice. I think we cleaned out whatever was there. Let's just move back the Pioneer. We'll head in this direction. IG's got us covered here, which is good. It's doing a lot of damage, actually. I might have to move these over to the middle. Those rocket strikes are really doing well. Like, I didn't expect them to be hitting that hard. Those rocket strikes are usually pretty bad. But it seems like because they're in the trench there and the rockets are pretty accurate, they're actually getting some decent damage in. Oh, that's a bombing strike. Goodbye. Ooh. Ouch. Alright, I think I'm just going to fall back from this area. We'll just pull these back to this area. And then I can move the... Oh, artillery's coming in. Already. Yeah, we'll move these over. We got artillery coming in onto the 20 mils. Stump's fucker have arrived. Let's go ahead and get these into cover. And we'll have those grenadiers help take out these Avtos. Okay. Oh my gunfighter. They found him. Lob your smoke grenades. Alright, I might try and have him run away. And then we can have the Grenadier like move up. Oh, he might be dead. Oh, never mind, the bombing strike's coming for the MG42. That's okay. Let's keep bringing in more of these ersatz all over the place. I'll unload these so we can get some veterancy on our Grenadiers up here. These Grenadiers have actually not done too bad. I'm going to keep moving them though so they are not bombed. We're just doing no damage to these P3s and P2s. Yeah, the P2s, they're just too fast, really, for the 20 mils to do too much damage. Well, they almost actually bombed the AA itself. Yeah. Oh, that's not good. This ING is running out of ammunition. Right. So, I think the leader died by the looks of things. The Grenadier died. It's got to be dead this time around, surely. Unless it's aiming at the same place it was previously. That's gone. I never unloaded these. Let's go ahead and try and smack that as 3. Looks like my Grundführer died, unfortunately, there. 2 minutes until phase C. And in phase C, we can bring in more infantry. So I guess that'll be something. Also, we're getting closer to the point where we are killing most of their stuff. Like, it's just PTRS squads, really. Damn, those P2s do damage. My commandant is very close to dead. He's gonna leave. Gonna move the AA back with him. Ooh, run, boy, run. Ouch. That's a big bunch of Starkey. We're still holding 19 flags, which is quite something. We're actually getting on top of their mortars, which is pretty good. Oh, although the 50mm mortar hurts. Ouch, we're kind of getting low on ammunition, like MG ammunition, so probably not a good idea to continue those engagements. Oh, my IG-33 got rocketed. Yeah, so you can see they are getting low on units, but the 50mm mortars, if I don't have MG ammunition, they're going to do pretty well. Oh, come on, please kill something at least. This one should die. Like, it's right over the top of us. And it's going very slow. There you go. That's more like it. Oh, and Ripperoo. Goodbye, AA. Okay, into phase, here we go. Time to just unleash my infantry on them, I think. We just need to get this over with. Because they're just gonna rocket me to death. I haven't even fired with these. And they still know where they are. Yeah. And the other thing that's really bad about this is all these P2s and IL4s and so on are 2-star veterancy. So all that means is they basically take barely any suppression. So in the end, my strategy of upvetting my AA barely even mattered. That's pretty rough. But all these MG42s are going to do some damage for a little while until the P2s come and bomb them. Just got to hold on for 5 more minutes, and honestly, like with the Grenadiers coming up here, we can probably keep spreading out and keep the push back going, and we should hold on, just about. They don't have enough to push us on the ground, really, to do too much. These only have 750 meter range now, which is actually the same range as infantry, so can't really use them as support on the ground anymore like I used to. I'm going to need to be a little bit careful with these because basically what's probably going to happen is there's going to be AT guns hanging about because they're not really going to be buying anything else. Ooh, we were lucky there. Just about unloaded that Grenadier in time. Just about holding on. Oh, there we go, there's 3. Oh, some of these are being hit. There's a PTRS squad. Lost a couple Grenadiers there. That's not good. Ouch. Alright, we got the Ersatztruppen spreading out and pushing forwards. My Grenadiers are charging back in a heroic counterattack. Just about holding on here. 2 minutes left. This is going to have done a lot of damage to my units. And we haven't shot down a single aircraft yet. If we'd have been able to bring in our own aircraft on this battle, this would have been very different. Because I would have shot down so many bombers. We would have actually absolutely trounced these air units. Alright. Airstruppen taking the shots, being forced to fall back. It's fine, that's what they're there for. Grenadiers, keep going, boys. Keep going. We gotta hold on, there's just so many, they're swarming us. Can't even bring in any more stuff, there's no AA left, it's 1 20mm, all of these 20mm died, they were completely useless. But that is victory, that is the major defeat for the enemy. And well, 25 minutes, 22 seconds. We lost 59 in that one, but they lost 151. So, I mean, we still did a lot of damage. Way more damage to them than we took ourselves. But I would say because our regiments are smaller in general, we took way more damage from that. So that's pretty scary. Lost 21 units of grenadiers there, which is a lot. But it has severely damaged our defenses there. We did kill 1 P2. Nice. And an IL-4. Oh, would you look at that? We're under attack again. How many more of these attacks are there? At least this one's covered by AA. Alright, this should be a more simple one. But unfortunately, guys, it has been my time. Gonna leave it here. In the next episode, what we'll do is continue with the defenses of this turn. And so far, so good. We've managed to pretty much push back every attack that they have thrown at us. And this poor unit here, it's already on its last legs, but it's holding on. How did this one do? That one's still actually okay. I think the main unit is the one that lost a lot of men. Yeah, we lost the entirety of the 1st Infantry Company. That's not good. Yeah. Anyway, we'll continue with this next time. That's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.